Little Boy was one of the first nuclear weapons tested by mankind, and even the engineer and scientist who built it, Oppenheimer, felt guilty for the deaths of poor people and damage to Japan. The damage and deaths caused by that bomb was so great. About 70,000 people were killed instantly. Within a year, the death toll reached more than 100,000. What is the history of the atom bomb? Who really is Oppenheimer?
He knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent.
Julius Robert Oppenheimer was born on April 22, 1904 in New York, USA. He worked on the Manhattan Project and is known as the father of the atomic bomb. But later he himself fought till his death on February 18, 1967 to eliminate the production and development of nuclear weapons. At the end of World War II, the United States dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan. On August 6, 1945, an American B-29 bomber, a four-propeller aircraft named Enola Gay, carrying a gun-type uranium-235 atomic bomb named Little Boy took off from Tinian Island for Hiroshima, Japan. During World War II, the first atomic bomb was built in Los Alamos, New Mexico under the name Manhattan Project. Los Alamos was approved by the Brigade on the 25th of November 1942 as the site of the main atomic bomb scientific laboratory. General Leslie R. Groves and physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer and Project Y codenamed One Bomb. It was successfully tested using plutonium on July 16, 1945, at a site 193 kilometers, 120 miles, south of Albuquerque, New Mexico. As we all know, the Manhattan Project produced two different types of nuclear weapons, codenamed Fat Man and Little Boy. As shown in the animations, the Fat Man atom bomb is a heavier atom bomb made of compressed plutonium charges, while Little Boy is made of lighter uranium that can be triggered in shotgun or gun-like designs. Little Boy is 10 feet or 3 meters long and 28 inches in diameter, while Fat Man is 10 feet or 3.3 meters long and 60 inches or 1.5 meters in diameter. Their size can be better understood by comparing them with a human. Uranium was used in the first atomic bomb used in war. It was launched by the United States on August 6, 1945, at Hiroshima, Japan. The explosion, which had the force of 15,000 tons of TNT, instantly destroyed 11.4 square kilometers in the heart of this city of 343,000 inhabitants. About 70,000 people were killed immediately in this potty terry, and by the end of the year the death toll exceeded 100,000. More than 67% of the city's structures were destroyed or damaged. The next detonation was a plutonium bomb. It hit Nagasaki on August 9, 1945, producing an explosion equivalent to 21,000 tons of TNT. Nagasaki's terrain and small size resulted in loss of life and property, but 39,000 were killed and 25,000 wounded. 40% of the city's structures were destroyed or severely damaged. Negotiations for Japan's surrender then began. After the war, the United States conducted test explosions of atomic bombs at Pacific Proving Grounds in the Marshall Islands and in Nevada. In subsequent years, countries such as the Soviet Union, 1949, Great Britain, 1952, France, 1960, China, 1964, India, 1974, Pakistan, 1998, and North Korea, 2006, tested their own atomic bombs. How does atom bomb work? Plutonium and uranium are very heavy elements. When a free neutron strikes the nucleus of an atom of radioactive material such as uranium or plutonium, it frees 2 or 3 more neutrons. Energy is released as those neutrons break away from the nucleus, and the newly released neutrons strike other uranium or plutonium nuclei and split in the same way, releasing more energy and more neutrons. This chain reaction occurs instantaneously. If one of these bombs were ever used, the results would be catastrophic. The temperature at the site of a nuclear explosion reaches millions of degrees centigrade. Over a wide area, the resulting heat flash is capable of literally vaporizing all human tissue. When buildings collapse and all combustible materials explode, people inside the buildings or otherwise shielded will be killed by the blast and thermal effects. Most immediate survivors of exposure to this area are fatally burned, blinded, hemorrhaging, and have extensive internal injuries. Cancers caused by radioactive radiation affect many people, often 20 years later. Nuclear weapons cause serious damage to the climate and the environment in a way that cannot be compared to any other weapon. The Red Cross estimates that 1 billion people worldwide would face starvation as a result of a nuclear war.